good then? Welcome to Verdict 2017, where we get you all the updates from the ongoing assembly elections. As usual, a key focus on UP and also some special reports from Manipur. But first, the headlines. Fifth phase of elections concludes in Uttar Pradesh. Voting is held for 51 seats across 11 districts, but polling has been postponed till the 9th of March in Alapur constituency after the death of the Samajwadi Party candidate. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses voters in Mau constituency, says BJP's alliance partners will be made part of the government if the party comes to power. Rahul Gandhi meanwhile targets the Prime Minister on the promise to farmers. And 7 national and regional parties form a third front in Manipur, promise to focus on providing a government free of corruption and communalism. The fifth phase of polls in Uttar Pradesh saw voter turnout of 52% till 4 p.m. on Monday. Voting was held for 51 seats across 11 districts, including 5 bordering Nepal. As many as 1.84 crore voters, including 96 lakh women, will decide the fate of the 607 candidates in the fray.
Amid heavy security arrangements, over 1.84 crore voters exercised their franchise to decide the fate of 617 candidates on Monday. The fifth round of polling was held across 11 districts in Uttar Pradesh, including 5 bordering Nepal. Polling was slow in the first few hours but picked up pace gradually. Seats in the Gandhi family stronghold Amethi and the temple town of Ayodhya are in contention. Other districts include Balrampur, Gonda, Faizabad, Ambedkar Nagar, Bahraich, Shravasti, Siddharth Nagar, Basti, Sant Kabir Nagar and Sultanpur.
बाबरी मस्जिद और मंदिर लेके लोग खाली बवाल करते हैं, इसलिए हम लोग नहीं चाहते कि ऐसा कुछ हो। यहाँ हमेशा शांति रहती है, लेकिन बाहरी लोग आके बवाल मचाते हैं इलेक्शन जीतने के लिए।
मैं तो यही चाहता हूँ, सबसे पहले हम लोग का हित हो, सब परिवार पूरे परिवार ऐसे खुशहाल रह सके जिसमें किसी को बेरोजगारी या घर में परेशानी, घर में किसी चीज की प्रॉब्लम ना हो।
किसी प्रकार का तो विकास हुआ ही नहीं है अमेठी में, और मेरे ख्याल से कि राजीव गांधी के समय में जो हुआ था वही हुआ है, उसके बाद तो कुछ नहीं दिखता है। यहाँ तो न शिक्षा के बारे में दिख रहा है, न स्वास्थ्य के बारे में दिख रहा है, हमको किसी भी प्रकार से नहीं दिख रहा है। तो इसलिए तो विकास तो हर तरह से करना है अमेठी का।
Prominent candidates in this phase include controversial Minister Gayatri Prasad Prajapati from Samajwadi Party, who's facing Amita Singh of the Congress and Garima Singh of the BJP in Amethi.
5 साल में मैंने जो है जनता की सेवा की है और जनता पर विश्वास और भरोसा है, और निश्चित तौर से जनता जो है जिस तरीके से आंधी चल पड़ी सभी बूथों पर, एक गरीब किसान मजदूर नौजवानों सबकी दुआएं आशीर्वाद है, और सब लोगों का एक सपना है कि उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री अखिलेश यादव बनने जा रहे हैं और समाजवादी पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है।
मैं तो लड़ाई देख ही नहीं रही हूँ, मैं ये देख रही हूँ कि विचारधाराओं की लड़ाई है, और अमेठी की जागरूक जनता जो देश को प्रधानमंत्री देना जानती है, वो निश्चित रूप से एक योग्य काबिल नेतृत्व चुनने जा रही है और मेरी जीत होगी।
क्षेत्र में स्वयं घूम के देख लीजिए कि क्षेत्र में क्या विकास उन्होंने कराया है। अगर विकास होता तो जनता आज इतनी परेशान, इतनी दुखी, इतनी क्यों तकलीफ में रहती। तो क्षेत्र में कोई विकास नहीं हुआ है, कोई काम नहीं हुआ है।
The Election Commission postponed polls in Alapur after the death of SP candidate Chandrasekhar Kannoji. Elections will be held in Alapur on March 9th. In 2012, the ruling Samajwadi Party won 37 seats out of the 52 seats in the region. The BJP and the Congress won 5 seats each. BSP won 3 and Peace Party won 2 seats.
After a high-voltage campaign, it was a good turnout on voting day in 5th phase of UP elections. Most of the seats are facing triangular fight among BSP, BJP and Samajwadi Party, but Samajwadi Party has highest stake in this phase. With Panchanan Mishra from Bahraich, this is Shyam Sundar with cameraman Anirban, Rajya Sabha TV, Faizabad.
Well, senior journalist Parsa Venkateshwar Rao Jr. joins us in studio to give us an insight into how crucial this phase is for all the parties. We also have our correspondent Shyam Sundar joining us from Faizabad and also Panchanan Mishra joining us from Bahraich. Shyam, if I could come to you, earlier we were talking about how the response, at least in the rural areas, are expected to pick up, are expected to be better than the previous elections. Is that the sense you're getting as well, even now?
Well, if you talk about the poll percentage, we are getting reports that it is going beyond 63%, which is a good poll percentage, and when final figures will come, it can improve further. And let me tell you, Tracy, let me give you a feel of Faizabad, because we are at Police Tiraha, which is a political adda of Faizabad. You can see behind me that activists from different political parties and police officials, they are gathered here, and they are now in a relaxed mood. And what we are gathering from here, from this crowd, and who are keen observers of politics in Faizabad and Ambedkar Nagar district, and different supporters of different political parties, they say that this time it is going to be a mixed verdict as far as Faizabad and Ambedkar Nagar is concerned. It is not going to be like last time when Samajwadi Party almost swept the election in both the districts.
Absolutely. Panchanan Mishra in Bahraich, what is it that you are also hearing? Is it going to be unpredictable as far as this particular phase is concerned? Panchanan, can you hear me? All right, we'll try and...
Tracy, as far as the fate is concerned, it's very difficult for anyone to predict because what type of election took place up to now is very hard to predict. But one thing can be said that there is a triangular fight between BJP, Samajwadi Party, Congress Alliance and BSP, and also the Muslim voters in this Purvanchal area, in this eastern UP area, is deciding a lot, because in last 2012 assembly election, Samajwadi Party were done pretty good in this all the three remaining two phases and the present fifth phase. The Samajwadi Party did really well in this, but in this election, BJP is giving a tough fight, and also BSP is giving a tough fight. BSP in sense of distribution of Muslim votes, and BJP is somehow able to do some polarization in the atmosphere. So it may be crucial to say what will be the turnout, but the voters came out from houses and voted in a large, if I can tell you, the local administration is saying that around 65% voting is here in Bahraich. So it is quite a good turnout in Bahraich, and in all the past four phases we witnessed a very good amount of voting. Yes. So it may be crucial to see what will be the outcome of this high turnout voting.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll leave it there for now. Shyam Sundar and Panchanan Mishra, thanks so much for joining us to give us a ground report really of how things stand at the moment. Partha sir, you're of course still with us. You know, you've of course been tracking developments, and each phase we talk to you. What do you think is standing out about this phase? Anything significant about this particular phase?
I think the fact that Ayodhya is one of the areas that falls in this phase of the election draws much attention to it. Because that will tell us something about the BJP's strategy. At one level, Prime Minister Modi and others had been harping that they have been fighting this UP election on the plank of development and not on controversial and sensitive issues like the temple at Ayodhya, the Ram temple at Ayodhya. We are now witnessing that perhaps at the ground level, though not in public speeches, the BJP workers and other people and the local leaders had been referring to the issue of Ram temple and making assurances about the construction of the temple being a key plank, which is not officially accepted by the national leadership, at least by if you watch the Prime Minister's speeches throughout UP, he never once referred to the temple issue, though there have been times when he made references to the Hindu and Muslim communities in specific terms.
But you hear them in Amit Shah's speeches. You've heard them
so that has been there. So that makes it quite important. But let us be very clear that Ayodhya might be important for the rest of the country, for the watchers, as to what will happen there. But Ayodhya, which is part of the Faizabad district, was never a BJP stronghold for a very long time. And Faizabad is only one of the 400 constituencies in the UP assembly election.
Yes.
So our temptation to see Ayodhya as the hotspot of UP elections would be a little misplaced. Same goes with Amethi, the supposed bastion of the Nehru-Gandhi family.
Yes.
Does it really matter who wins or who loses, or does it really decide the fate of the parties, whether it is the Congress or the Samajwadi Party, because one of their candidates loses or the other one wins? I do not think it does make any difference by itself.
Okay.
So we have to see both Amethi and Ayodhya, Faizabad in the larger context of the UP assembly election. And I think they have a very limited role to play.
Okay, all right. Let's in fact continue talking about their campaigning as well. But quickly tell our viewers that today Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a rally in Mau, and he called the SP Congress alliance a sinking ship. He said that the BJP's alliance partners in the elections will be made part of the government if it comes to power. Meanwhile, UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav and Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi addressed separate rallies in Deoria and Gorakhpur. 14 districts, remember, are going to polls in the remaining 2 phases.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday addressed an election rally in Mau, which goes to polls in the 6th phase of polls on March 4th. Moving the farming community, he said that it was a dream of his government to double the farmers' income by 2022.
14 दिन में गन्ना किसानों का बकाया भुगतान पूरा कर दिया जाएगा। आगे से नियम बनाया जाएगा कि गन्ना किसानों को 14 दिन से ज्यादा बकाया बाकी नहीं रहना चाहिए, इसकी व्यवस्था कर दी जाएगी। भाइयों, सरकार ऐसे चलती है। हमारा सपना है 2022 तक हम हमारे किसान की जो आमदनी है, उसकी जो कमाई है, वो डबल करना चाहते हैं, दोगुनी करना चाहते हैं।
Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi targeted the Prime Minister in his rally, asking why he could not waive off loans of farmers. Gandhi addressed multiple rallies across the districts of Deoria, Maharajganj and Gorakhpur.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 50 सबसे अमीर परिवारों को 1,40,000 करोड़ रुपए माफ किया।
UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav was also on the campaign trail as he addressed voters in Deoria and later in Gorakhpur. He continued his tirade against his opponents, mainly Prime Minister Modi and BSP Chief Mayawati.
बहुत सुनी हम लोगों ने मन की बात, ये रेडियो पे मन की बात, और रेडियो के बाद आ गए टीवी पर मन की बात। बताओ कोई समझ पाया है उनके मन की बात? और हम समाजवादी लोग पूछना चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से, कब करोगे काम की बात, ये भी बताते जाओ।
The BSP chief, on the other hand, sounded confident of winning the state as she warned Samajwadi Party and Congress of a tsunami against them.
विरोधी पार्टियों द्वारा मैनेज किए गए मीडिया व ओपिनियन पोल एवं सर्वे आदि में भी जबरदस्ती की अपने अपने पक्ष में हवा बनाने वाली इनकी खबरों से भी ये लोग गुमराह नहीं होते हैं, तो तब फिर इस चुनाव में बीएसपी को अकेले ही अपनी पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बनाने से फिर यहाँ कोई भी ताकत रोक नहीं पाएगी।
2 more phases are left in the 7-phase polls in UP. These will be held on March 4th and 8th, with counting on March 11th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Parsa Venkateshwar Rao still with us here. Parsa sir, one very important announcement, at least compared to the other rallies that we've seen, is of course Modi today saying that all the smaller parties who are part of our alliance, will have a important role to play if we do form government. Do you think that's crucial? Do you think that is significant?
I think that is one way of saying that BJP as the dominant party, as the largest party, will not really wipe away the political diversity of the state, and that it would respect the other smaller alliance partners. That is the kind of gesture BJP made in 2014. Though they had a simple majority and they could have gone on and formed the party on their government on their own at the center, but they reached out to the alliance partners. Of course, there was also a necessity because in 2014 BJP got a simple majority, and with the alliance partners they crossed the 300, which gave them the comfortable number.
Yes.
But I think in UP it is quite possible that if they are to win, they will win on their own and they will be in a majority on their own, and they would not require the support of the smaller parties. But to maintain a certain amount of political etiquette and confidence in the other parties, smaller parties, because we really do not know when the fortunes change.
Absolutely.
And you might need the help of these smaller parties.
Yes.
I think BJP wants to maintain that semblance of leading a coalition, though its real dream is to be the single dominant largest party as Congress was decades ago.
All right. We'll leave it there for now. Parsa sir, thanks so much for joining us as always and giving us an idea of what is going across in Uttar Pradesh. We'll come back to you again, of course, as the weeks go on, eventually leading to the 11th of March when the results will be out. Thank you so much for joining us. Meanwhile, let's head on to more news. And the Delhi High Court on Monday set aside a trial court order granting custody parole to MLA Mukhtar Ansari for canvassing in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections. The court allowed the Election Commission's plea seeking the cancellation of Ansari's parole. Strongly opposing the parole, the poll panel said that the release of the accused will impact the conduct of free and fair election in Mau constituency. Ansari, who recently joined BSP to contest from the Mau Assembly seat, was given custody parole till the 4th of March by the trial court. The Election Commission has written to all political parties to exercise restraint while campaigning. In its letter, the poll body has said that inflammatory statements are being made by some leaders with underlying object of mixing religion with election campaign. The letter also said that past advisories are not having the desired result. The poll watchdog said that some of the statements were made from places where the model code is not in force. Urging parties to reverse the trend, the Commission said that such speeches indicate an unhealthy trend, which is a cause of concern. The Commission's reminder comes despite a recent landmark ruling where the Supreme Court had said that no politician can seek votes in the name of caste, creed, or religion. And now let's turn our focus to Manipur. Kukis form almost 15% of the state's population. The Kuki Inpi is the apex body of the Kuki people in various states in northeast India. It is in fact a not-for-profit socio-political body that represents all the tribes of the Kukis. Rajya Sabha TV correspondent Akhilesh Suman spoke to Kuki Inpi Manipur President Thankosai Haokip over the issue of 7 new districts formed in Manipur.
Everybody welcome it, not only the Kuki, because district demand is long overdue. It said it is too late.
This is one of the issues that you are impressed with, that this government has done a good thing for the people of Manipur?
Yes. It is a good step.
Okay.
Only the thing is too late only.
Okay. So, and what do you think about the development of a state? Mr. Bobi Singh is a chief minister of this state for last 15 years. So, how do you gauge him as far as the infrastructure and government functioning is concerned?
Now, during this 15 years Congress government, I should say, some changes we can see it, at least in the valley area, in Fall area. Infrastructures and good institutions come up. For example, agriculture, university.
Nagas who are agitating against the creation of new districts, they are telling that government should have consulted them before announcing this situation. So what is your take on this?
See, that issue was, that MOU was during the time of Risang Keising was chief minister. That MOU. And Sadai Hill Demand Committee also, more than 20 MOU was there. MOU both have. Nagasar also they have. Sadai Hill Demand also they have MOU.
Did you have any talk with Bobby Singh before he announced the districts?
No, we didn't say all the civil organization in Manipur. We went and met Chief Minister. Why you delay? We pressure him like anything. These are overdue things. Don't delay it.
You told him?
Yeah, we told him.
You were in Delhi. Did you meet the Prime Minister and Home Minister?
No, Home Minister only.
You met Home Minister? So what Home Minister assured you?
No, he said that he did his two things. One is regarding communal blockade. He said that he'll do everything from his side.
Now, a third front in Manipur is also fighting assembly elections against the Congress and BJP to assert its identity. The third front, formed of 7 national and regional parties, is trying their luck in alliance with the National People's Party launched by former Speaker, the late P.S. Sangma. The front claims to form a left democratic front government on the lines of Kerala. We're leaving you with this report.
CPI and CPM are major partners of this front politically. Out of the total 60 seats, they are fielding candidates in 8, in which CPI has fielded 6 candidates and 2 have been fielded by the CPM. Their agenda is to rid Manipur of the allegedly corrupt practices of the Congress-led government and also keep the state away from communal practices.
With the kind of the situation here, so many ethnic tribes, then many other cultural language differences, it's a time for us to work together for a peace and peaceful coexistence. And looking into all these, we have gathered together like-minded people, because hill and plain divide now. People are working on how to divide hill and plain, all these difficulties. Manipur is going through really a very serious and critical situation.
We are open because we want to fight against these two ruling parties, one at the center and one at the state level. So this is why we wanted to form the this left and democratic front. I think in this juncture, most of the people, most of the electorates don't want this ruling party at the center and at the state level, because corruption is very high, and BJP, their communal agenda.
Manipur National Democratic Front, MNDF, is a major ally of this front that claims to represent both Methi and Kuki community. MNDF is fighting on 14 seats and calls for unity and integrity of Manipur. It says that the Naga movement poses threat to the territorial unity of the state. While appreciating the need to create more districts in the state, MNDF leaders say that the state government should have done it after the elections.
Formation of the new districts, so the whole administration is totally collapsed. So now you may heard it also, this economic blockade. This is a very big issue of the state. The state government, this is not a question of a day. This is for the last many years, and it is a routine process. So state government is not keen to solve the problem till today.
In addition to this front, Manipur People Party, MPP, that claims to be the oldest regional outfit committed to the welfare of the state, is also fighting alone. In 2012 state assembly elections, MPP was in alliance with the BJP, but this year BJP chose to go alone. Still, the MPP has its traditional following and may influence voters. But it has an issue at hand, with the Election Commission granting it 2 symbols, the cycle and the petrol pump.
Still there are some parties, excluding Congress and BJP, some parties are forming alliance, like JDU, CPM, CPI, NCP and Trinamool Congress. But they are approaching us to join their alliance. But we say, no, you are coming from outside. If you belong to our state Manipur, yes, like that.
Aam Aadmi Party, NCP and People's Democratic Alliance are part of this front. The JDU had initially decided to side with this front, but later withdrew. 4 independents have joined the front to go against both the ruling Congress and BJP. PRJA, led by Irom Sharmila, was also in talks to be a part of this alliance, but later decided to fight alone.
They want to create left democratic front on the lines of Kerala. But in this polarized situation, on the issue of 7 new districts and economic blockade, where they will stand, it is a big question. Akhilesh Suman for Rajya Sabha Television with Camera Person Sudhanshu in Imphal.